Yeah, the bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. So much crying from him. He's a man. He can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad, my bad. You bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Baby, I don't do this. I don't do this. It's a wrap. Game over. No, this game is not over. It's just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It is our Winning Wednesday, and somebody's going to win some Dickey's Barbecue, free sandwiches on KYOK. All you got to do is listen for your chance to win, and it goes down like that. So, man, it is NFL football schedule release day. NFL football schedule release day. They are releasing the schedules for the NFL today. And, you know, listen, can't nobody keep a secret nowhere. If you got a secret, do not tell it to anybody. Hey, Keith Hennig, do not let anybody know what your secret is, because it will get out. What are you talking about, AJ? They've already released week 1. They were supposed to release it all tonight, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, what's that, 6 Mountain, 5 West Coast on the NFL Network, but I'll be doggone if they haven't already released it. It's already out. So, that being said, yeah, man, this thing here is out and running and doing its thing. So, what you saying, I already know that the Dallas Cowboys are going to open up taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers opening night, Thursday night football. That's the way it goes down. It's going to go down with the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? I for one am. I guess I'm excited, maybe. I guess I am. I don't know. I'm thinking. Because, I mean, if Tampa wins, what do you got? They were supposed to win. If Tampa loses, oh, it's week 1. You know, don't worry. Look how they started last year. Like, there's nothing in it for Tampa to win or lose. Everybody's already got Tampa penciled back into the Super Bowl representing the NFC. Many folks have gotten Tampa Bay as the 2021-22 Super Bowl champ already. And the Cowboys were horrible last year. The Cowboys' defense was horrible last year. So, I don't know if there's... I mean, it'll be exciting that it's real football. It'll be exciting to see Dak Prescott back out there. It'll be exciting to see what this edition of Tom Brady looks like. I mean, that's exciting. But I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if this is all that it is cracked up to be. Will the Dallas Cowboy defense be better than it was last season? It's got to be. In fact, let me step out on a limb. And say the Cowboys' best offseason move was bringing in their new defensive coordinator. Was bringing in the new Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator was their best offseason move. That's what I feel like. I mean, just me. It's just me. I
I think the Cowboys, when they started trying to fix that defense, that's what their best move was, and it started with a new defensive coordinator. And I'm excited. Dan Quinn, if he's anything like what he's been in the past, and anything unlike the guy that they just had, and if any of those offseason moves and the draft play out, Cowboys can score. And oh yeah, by the way, early last season, Tampa Bay gave up a lot of points. They didn't give up a lot of points at the end of last season. Todd Bowles had that defense clicking. So I think at the end of the day, Thursday night, opening day for the NFL, if the Cowboys can score and Dak can play, and the defense can keep Tom Brady under 28, should be a good game. Notice I didn't say Dallas will win. I just said it should be a good game. And that's all I want to see week one, a good game. Nobody wins the Super Bowl week one. Nobody wins the NFC or the AFC Championship week one. Nobody wins their division week one. Nobody does that. I'm just looking for Dak, how he looks, Looking for Tom. He'll be a year older. How's he looking? Looking for the Cowboys defense. What's that all about? And just how quickly the reunited, and it feels so good. Reunited, and we understood how the reunited Tampa Bay Buccaneer Super Bowl winning team, how quickly they get back in gear, how quickly their chemistry, kicks in. If they come in like they finished up, it might be a tough year for everybody on Tampa Bay's schedule. So that's opening day. That's the Thursday night opening day. The Dallas Cowboys and Tampa Bay. I know Keith Hennig is gonna be celebrate good times. Come on. I know I'm going to call you 299 times, Keith, on that opening Thursday night, and I'm going to be like, hey, yo, what you doing? Same thing I was doing 2 minutes ago. All right, I'll call you back. 3 minutes later, Keith, what you doing now? Same thing I was doing 3 minutes ago. All right, cool. I'll call you back. I'm going to call you, Keith, and just because nobody but Keith Hennig and the Tampa Bay Buccaneer faithful thought that Tampa Bay could do what they did last year. And since y'all did it, Keith Hennig, my phone is off on that night. I got people, Keith. Back in the day, you used to be able to call the operator and have the operator break in on another line's call. Yeah, operator, this is Mr. Jones. I think my kids are at home alone. The line is busy. Can you break in on it? And the operator would come in and say, yes, we've got Mr. Jones trying to break in on the line. Can you clear the line so he can get through? And your kids are like, oh, I'm going to find a way to break in on your line, Keith. Some kind of way, man. Some kind of way. Give me a Russian hacker. Give me somebody, on the dark web. Like, yo, get in this phone for me. You got an Alexa at your house? I'm getting in your Alexa, and I'm just going, hey, Keith, it's me. You ain't answering your phone, so Alexa, let me in. I'm going to be the voice in your room. I'm going to Zoom bomb you. You got Zoom on your computer? I'm getting in Zoom. I'm gonna open up your computer and Zoom bomb you. Keith said carrier pigeon. No, bro. I gotta bother you that night. I ain't let you enjoy yourself. Y'all won the whole doggone Super Bowl. I didn't see that coming. I ain't like it. I still don't. Congratulations, but still, I ain't like it. All right, so anyway, we're going to talk more about the NFL. I'm going to tell you who's going to win each division. I'm going to tell you today who's going to win each division. Write it down because I'm going to be right at the end of the year. You know I am, because keeping up with the Joneses is what y'all try to do. And guess what I am? The Joneses. So I'm going to tell you who's going to win every division. I'm going to tell you who's going to win opening day. I'm going to tell you all that. And then once we get the schedule later on tonight, I'm coming in tomorrow. I'll hit you with all that. So let's talk some football. Are you ready for some football? Yeah, let's get it. Big shout out to the Fuller family. A lot of them coming in town to see my brother, Dr. David Fuller. I know his brother is in town. Might be checking us out on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. If you want to get in, 281-453-1000. That's 281-453-1000. Or you can text me, 832-403-5005. It's the lunch break.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizens and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 a.m., 92.3, or stream it on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
The legendary KYOK, 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Obama. Barack and I are so thrilled that we got our COVID-19 vaccine because this is a deadly disease and this vaccine will protect us from getting really sick. Getting vaccinated is safe and it could save your life and allow us to start getting back to seeing friends and family again. We can do this. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/coronavirus.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. I'm Ben Tankard, and you are listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It is our Winning Wednesday. We're going to talk about some winning in football. You got to get ready for that. We got to get ready for some football. If you're not ready, I don't know. We're going to talk plenty of football today. Got a different camera angle working today. Got a newer, nicer camera. It's a little zoomed in on me, kind of close. But, hey, I'll take it. Got to show you the shirt that I'm wearing. Not your enemy. Hashtag not your enemy. Can't we all just get along? You know, a lot of folks still trying to put two and two together and figure out what it's going to be. I got to get some HBCU music on, though. Got to do that. Somebody asked for some FAMU. So let me get you some FAMU. Hold on. Let me get it together. Little FAMU for you. Florida A&M University. The Rattlers. Wait a minute, hold on. It's for the kick. Wait, let it kick. Keith, let it kick. Hold on. You better walk that thing out. You better walk that thing out. Man, I'm telling you, I cannot wait for HBCU football to get started again. Spring ball was great. Not everybody played in the spring. I hope those young people are out getting vaccinated so we can get it in. I'm looking forward to that. But that was That was FAMU and walk it out. All right, so now let me get back to this. Somebody's already texted me. 281-637 says, AJ, no way in the world you are already saying that Dallas will beat Tampa Bay. I didn't say that. I specifically didn't say that. That was the whole point of me saying what I said. There's no way I believe that anybody is just going to come out and walk over Tampa Bay. Anyway, there's just no way. All right, so let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me tell you what's going to happen. All right, here we go. You ready? You ready? Thursday night, September the 9th, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady, wait a minute, is going to be 44 this year? Wow. That's okay, whatever. I'm good. I'm good. Dallas and Tampa Bay. That's on September the 9th. I did say I was going to tell you who was going to win. I did say that, didn't I? Tampa. Week 1. New defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. Mike McCarthy 2.0. It is his second season, right? Dak coming back off of a horrific injury. I don't know how much preseason they're going to have. I don't know how much training camp they're going to have. Again, Tampa got the band back together. Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski threw on the sunglasses, and they were like Blues Brothers 2021. Hey, yo, we're getting the band back together. We're on a mission from God. Almost everybody came back from Tampa. No way in the world I'm going to say the Cowboys are going to win that one, except it's week 1, and stranger things have happened in week 1. But not this one. Tampa Bay over the Cowboys. Final answer. Lock it in. That's what I feel like. I'm behind the curtain on the wall. LeBron James' show, The Wall, where they make millionaires. I feel like I'm behind the curtain. AJ, who do you think is going to win between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys week 1? Tampa. All right, let's get to everybody else. Your Houston Texans are going to host Trevor Lawrence, Tim Tebow, Urban Meyer, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Travis Etienne and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who you got in that one, AJ? Jacksonville. Especially if the Texans trot out, and no shade at this dude. Listen, let me say this real quick. I don't have a problem with Davis Mills at all. I didn't have a problem with him at Stanford. I thought his throwing motion needed a little help. I thought he needed to get rid of the ball faster. I'm not saying like Bill O'Brien, lied on Deshaun. Oh, he holds the ball too long. I'm saying that it's almost like Davis Mills looks at what he's going to throw, makes sure that it's there, and then decides to throw it, as opposed to throwing guys open. He didn't have that kind of, and I followed a little Stanford football because my son was a huge Stanford fan and wanted to go there and play basketball. So I kept up with Stanford. And I'm a big David Shaw fan, huge David Shaw fan. I'm one of the few people this side of the Mississippi that follows Pac-12 football, not Big 12, Pac-12. Big 12 don't even have 12 teams, so that's a whole other sermon. But that's my only issue with Davis Mills. He might be the quarterback of the future, but the future is not right now. Start Tyrod Taylor and let's go. Get Deshaun wherever he's going to go and let's go. Tyrod Taylor, Ryan Finley, and Davis Mills. If they go out week one with Davis Mills against Jacksonville, they definitely ain't gonna win that. They won 4 games with Deshaun having a career season. I got Tampa in that one. I got Urban Meyer going 1-0 in his NFL career. Trevor Lawrence, I feel like they're going to run a real strong run-pass option kind of offense. I think they're going to do some crazy things with Tim Tebow. I'm telling you now, if you think that Tim Tebow is not going to line up at quarterback at least 3 times in that game, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, but he's playing tight end. He's converting to tight end. Okay. All right. Tim Tebow is Jacksonville's version of Taysom Hill. Tim Tebow is going to be Jacksonville's version of Taysom Hill. They're not even going to run the Wildcat. They're going to run an RPO offense with Tebow, especially when they get down on the goal line or short yardage or anything like that. If you don't think that Tim Tebow, I'm ready to up it. I said 3. Tim Tebow is going to be lined up at quarterback at least 5 times in that game because they're going to be, it's game 1. They're going to see what they got. No shade at Trevor Lawrence because he's a big young man. I mean, he could do it himself, but you don't want to hurt your franchise quarterback. But Texan fans, I'm sorry. I got Jacksonville winning that one. And here's the thing. If Jacksonville wins that one, the Texans' formula for winning the AFC South will already be broken. The Texans had a way of winning 5 or 6 games in the conference. In the division. And then all they had to do was go out and find 3 other wins. That ain't going to happen this year. They're going to probably split with Jacksonville. They're going to lose 2 to Tennessee. They're more than likely going to lose 2 to Indianapolis. So, again, Texan fans, don't be mad, but you're looking at 4 or 5 wins again. It's just the way it is. That's just where you are right now. Nothing on defense, nothing on offense makes me think the Texans are going to be killer. They're going to kill your brackets. They're going to kill your fantasy team, but they ain't going to kill the NFL. Not going to happen. So anyway, Texans lose week 1. All right, so let's get to everybody else. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Pittsburgh at Buffalo. Pittsburgh at Buffalo, week 1. Week 1, Pittsburgh at Buffalo. Everybody fell in love with Buffalo. Everybody is loving Josh Allen now. Their head coach is all of a sudden a genius. The defense is significant. I ain't gonna lie. That defense is for real. And then they got, of course, the wide receiver that they got from Minnesota, because Minnesota's crazy. Buffalo's got some talent. But I'll say this. Pittsburgh's defense is for real. And if Pittsburgh, in any kind of way, fixes that offensive line, and if Najee Harris comes in and does the Najee Harris that he did in Alabama, and that gives Ben Roethlisberger time to, back that defense up a little bit. They can't crowd everybody in the box. And he don't have to throw it 60 times. That'll be a pretty good game. It'll be a close one if those things happen. I got Buffalo winning, but if they fix those things, don't be surprised if Pittsburgh is the surprise team in the AFC. Got to take a break. I'm working my way down it. If you want to get in, if you don't agree, 281-453-1000.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK, 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio stations in one.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. You've got to remember to do your testing, and you always need to be sticking your fingers. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time in range and freeing you from painful finger pricks. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call U.S. Medical Supply today for a free benefits check. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill Medicare or your insurance directly. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. That's 800-633-1378.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no-judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM at KYOKradio.org.
When Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick went to the Capitol, he took an old friend, Jim Crow. Now old Jim Crow sits on Patrick's shoulder, calling the shots. For Patrick and Governor Greg Abbott and Speaker Dave Phelan, they are pushing racist Jim Crow-style voting laws that steal our rights, prop up white supremacists, and tear down our democracy. They want to turn the clock back, way back to a century ago when Jim Crow and white supremacists controlled our lives, ruined our lives, took our lives. They say it's reform and ballot security, but we know better. It's discrimination and racist voter suppression. We won't go back. We won't let Dan Patrick and the racists he walks with steal our votes and destroy our country. Call 512-463-0001. Tell Dan Patrick to get Jim Crow off his shoulder and end his racist attacks on Texas. Paid for by the Texas Justice and Education Fund.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy James Fortune, and you are listening to The Lunch Break. Keep it locked.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM, streaming live on KYOKradio.org. Want to shout out to a lot of folks they're listening. Let's see, 214-653 AJ, Cowboys knock off Tampa Bay week 1. Write it down. All right. That's what I want you to do. It's that time. Today is the day. Talk your stuff now. Don't wait till they play the first game. Don't wait until they play to the last game. Talk your stuff now. If you believe in your Cowboys, then baby boy, baby girl, talk your stuff now. I'm looking for the old school Cowboy fans. You know, the ones that old school Cowboy fans that the team will be like 3-13 and they swear they was undefeated. Come on, Cowboy fans. Now is the time. Talk your stuff now. In fact, I'm going to play this for Cowboy fans right here. Got some more HBCU classics. Here we go. HBCU marching band for the Cowboy fans. Come on, Morris Brown. Come on. Morris Brown say y'all still fly, Cowboy fans. Y'all better walk it like you talk it. I mean, Cowboy fans, this poor dog won't wag his own tail, so y'all better think y'all gonna beat Tampa Bay. I'd be mad if y'all didn't. Y'all gonna make me start talking about Cowboy fans like these new Cowboy fans. They sure don't make them like they used to. My head used to hurt talking to Cowboy fans. Team just be trash. 3-13, 6-11, and they swear they were undefeated. They will go through every single game and tell you how and why they should have won. In fact, you'll have to go check the scoreboard yourself and find out if they didn't win after talking to a Cowboy fan. They ain't been like that in a while. They ain't been like that in a while. So come on, Cowboy fans. I need a Cowboy fan to call me. 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. Tell me about y'all 5 trophies. Tell me about that. I know you ain't never seen them because they done put them things up somewhere. You can't find them nowhere. But at least talk your talk, Cowboy fans. Cowboy fans, where y'all at, man? I'm going all the way in. Program director, general manager, y'all do me a favor. Can y'all please turn your radio down for a minute, for a second? I'm finna say something, and this might affect my bottom line. Here we go. One, Nakiva, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Cowboy fans done got soft. Cowboy fans done got soft. Cowboy fans, y'all ain't what y'all used to be. Amy Boucher, Castro, Smith, Barney, Johnson, Jones III, turn your radio down. I'm saying stuff that you don't need to hear. Cowboy fans have gotten soft. I knew Cowboy fans be 5'0" and will look a big old Steeler fan in the face, 6 feet 3 inches tall, and tell them, we'll beat y'all anytime we play y'all. Now, they don't do it in the Super Bowls. But anyway, Cowboy fans will go toe-to-toe, be 5'0" and point dead in the navel of a 6'3" Steeler fan, Raider fan, and let them know something. They don't make them like that no more. Oh, Cowboy fans, they talking bad about y'all on the internet. Not the internet, the internet. Nakiva Scott say that's why they are called cowgirls. They hate when you call them cowgirls. I say it all the time. She said all the time. Al High say I like the new camera angle. Yeah, I'm doing something different, Al. I had a producer friend of mine tune in and watch the show and gave me some real good ideas. So I'm trying something different with the camera angle and all that. So here we go. Hopefully, we're trying to take the show up to the next level. Trying to get on Apple TV, trying to get on Hulu, Fire Stick, and all that. And they said, first thing you got to do is fix your camera angle. Folks ain't going to run that. So here we go. Here we go. I can even see my own eyes. I like it. I see too much gray in my face, though. I see way too much gray in my face. I hope the old Saints love it. Look, just find me a 99-year-old cougar. Baby, you sure look good with that gray hair. Here go a jelly cake. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I put a little something in it for your gas money, too. Okay, baby. Thank you, mama. So appreciate you. Look, I'll put gray on my eyebrows if I have to. If it'll give me a jelly cake and some gas money, I'm doing it. Anyway, y'all done got me distracted. Cowboy fans, where y'all at? Y'all done lost faith? Y'all done gave up the ghost? Can't hear nobody? I remember Cowboy fans was talking noise when they had Chad Henne as a quarterback. I remember they were talking noise when they had Chad Henne as a quarterback. Oh, dog, we still up in there. We still up in there. That defense, it don't matter who play quarterback. We in there. Okay. I ain't heard Cowboy fans talking noise since Dak and them went 13-3. I I ain't heard it. Where y'all at? Y'all done got soft. In fact, I'm going all the way because ain't no Cowboy fan called me. Ain't no Cowboy fan called me, so I done. Uh-oh. I can't read that one on the air. Okay. 832-432 AJ. You walking on thin ice. Just because we quiet don't mean we sleep. Cowboys for life. All right, I see you, dog. I see you. All right, hold on. My baby texted me. Let me see if she need me to pick up from school or anything like that. Nah, she don't need me. She good. Okay, good. All right, here we go. I got another one. AJ. Ooh, don't come for us unless we send for you. Don't come for us unless we send for you. Cowboy fans, y'all ain't about that life no more. Y'all like old gangsters. You know what I mean? Y'all just sitting around drinking coffee, talking about y'all businessmen and women. Y'all ain't about that life no more, Cowboy fans. Let me tell you, Kansas City fans done got y'all. New England fans done got y'all. Doggone it, Tampa Bay fans coming for y'all now. Y'all ain't about that life no more. The greatest say, do you have an open line? Yes, sir. 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. I want to know what happened to the Cowboy fans. That's what I want to know. They ain't who they used to be. Cowboy fans can't be Cowboy fans for life. Let's see. Hold on. Nakiva say gray beards are in. Well, you better come. I'm about as gray as they get. This real gray too. You know, some folks done dyed their hair gray and silver and all. This is the real deal right here. This is authentic. But you got to be 99 with some jelly cakes and some gas money. I ain't free no more. I've been married 59 times. Wife number 57 trying to get an increase on her assistance. I'm stepping my game up now. Yep, that's the way it go now. So if you 60, I need to know what your grandmama doing. Your mama, your grandmama. I need to know what they doing. Nakiva say they mad at you, AJ. I know. Talk about don't come for us unless we send for you. Yeah, you gotta send for me. I'm sending for y'all. Uh-oh, here we go. Willie Gibson done checked in. Highest paid athletes in the world. Conor McGregor, $180 million. Lionel Messi, $130. Cristiano Ronaldo, I love Cristiano, $120. Dak Prescott, $107. LeBron James, $96.5. Why LeBron James' salary sound like a radio station? Yeah, $96.5. Neymar, $95 million. Roger Federer, that dude's still making $90 million. Best agent in the world. He got the best agent in the world. Lewis Hamilton, $82 million. Tom Brady, $76. And Kevin Aloysius Durant making $75 million. I don't know about this list. I don't know about that list. Let me tell you why I don't know about that list. There are other NBAers making, unless that's 75 a year, there's other NBAers that are making more than Kevin Durant right now. So if this is per year, I got it. I'm with you. If it's total contract, there's more folks making more money than that. But Dak Prescott, 107.5. I am not mad. You know who's not on here? And everybody talked about his $500 million contract. Patrick Mahomes. He's not on here. Everybody thought, Deshaun Watson, they paid him way too much money. He don't deserve all that money. He ain't on there. Interesting list. Conor McGregor, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Dak Prescott. You mean Conor McGregor's making more than Money Mayweather, Floyd Money Mayweather? Hard to imagine. All right, let me leave Cowboy fans alone for a while. They done got all in their feelings. Now they all in their feelings. They running around trying to find out the last time the Cowboys won a championship so they can clap back. I tell you what, Cowboy fans, I'm going to tell you like the referee. I know y'all don't know this because y'all don't follow boxing like I do. There was a fighter, Zab Zuba Judah. And Judah was winning a fight. And then the guy he was fighting against caught him in the last round with like seconds to go in the fight. Caught him and had him in trouble. And the referee stopped the fight. And Zab was so mad that the referee stopped the fight that he took the stool that they sit on in the corner and he threw it at the referee. And the referee said to him very calmly, yo, don't be mad at me. Be mad at that dude over there that just knocked your tail out in the last round. Cowboy fans, don't be mad at me. Go out there and beat, who y'all got? Tampa, week 1. How about that? Don't be mad. Go out there and handle your business. Get your defense together. Get your offensive line together. Get your stars back on point. Get Ezekiel Elliott over 1,200 yards. Get Dak Prescott over 5,000 yards. Get Amani Cooper with 1,200 yards. Get CeeDee Lamb with 1,000 yards. Do that, and everything will be all right. I'll be right back right after this on the lunch break. Boy, I'm preaching. Preach, Jones!
If your loved one has passed away due to COVID-19, pay close attention to this message. You could be entitled to a death benefit of over $300,000. The U.S. government has set up a fund to pay families relief if they've lost a loved one due to COVID-19. We know this is a hard time for you, and this fund has been set up by the federal government to help ease your pain. The compensation includes a death benefit and lost wages benefit. Time is limited, so we urge you to make a free phone call right now. There's no cost to you for this claim. All legal fees are only covered once you receive your money. So if you've lost a loved one due to COVID-19, call the legal helpline right now to find out if you qualify for a cash award. Here's our number, 800-876-7047. 800-876-7047. 800-876-7047. That's 800-876-7047. Paid for by the IPG Law Group.
You're listening to
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
When Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick went to the Capitol, he took an old friend, Jim Crow. Now old Jim Crow sits on Patrick's shoulder, calling the shots. For Patrick and Governor Greg Abbott and Speaker Dade Phelan, they're pushing racist Jim Crow-style voting laws that steal our rights, prop up white supremacists, and tear down our democracy. They want to turn the clock back, way back to a century ago when Jim Crow and white supremacists controlled our lives, ruined our lives, took our lives. They say it's reform and ballot security, but we know better. It's discrimination and racist voter suppression. We won't go back. We won't let Dan Patrick and the racists he walks with steal our votes and destroy our country. Call 512-463-0001. Tell Dan Patrick to get Jim Crow off his shoulder and end his racist attacks on Texas. Paid for by the Texas Justice and Education Fund.
This is Brian Courtney Wilson, and you're listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It is our Winning Wednesday, and got a lot going on. Hey, let me tell you real quick, we got a relatively new show on the station. Comes on Saturday from 12 to 1. It's called Coffee with Keith. Coffee with a K with Keith. And it's our own Longhorn Keith Hawkins, that calls into the show and has great discussion. And he was off this past Saturday, but he'll be back this Saturday, and you want to tune in because I'm telling you, you'll learn more about the coffee industry than you ever imagined. And let me tell you, there is an opportunity for you to monetize and be a part of $1 billion industry. So be sure and tune in this Saturday from 12 to 1 for Coffee with Keith, with our own Keith Hawkins, Longhorn Keith, right here on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM, and streaming live on KYOKradio.org. Al, hi. Happy hump day. Al, when can you be back on the show, bro? Al, for real, quit playing. Have your people call my people, unless they Cowboy fans, and let's get you back on the show because, man, we need to chop it up. We need to chop it up. I love your show, brother. Casual highlight. I love that show, bro. Y'all got to tune into it. Al, post up when your show is and how everybody can tune into it. All right, do that for me. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, somebody said I love you. I love you too. I do. Y'all got me going today. What's up with y'all? What is it about today? Y'all talking about my great beard and Cowboy fans giving me all this love and attention. I like it. We gotta do regular season reveal day every day. I mean it. I mean, look, see, y'all so busy got me all goo-goo-eyed and everything like that. I haven't even put on an HBCU. Let me give me an HBCU. Oh, one of them was requested. Let me pull the one out that everybody was requesting. I don't know if this is it, but we're gonna do this one for right now. I don't know if this is the requested one or if this is just one I want to hear. That's Jackson State University. Song is called "Oh Yeah," and that's what they're gonna be saying on Thursday night when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers handle them Dallas Cowboys. Them Buccaneers gonna be like, Keith Hennig, you rocking with it? You leaning with it? Come on, Keith. Keith, put your back in it, bro. You can do it. All right, let me pull that down, man. Y'all got me cutting up. Willie Gibson's like, oh my gosh. Willie Gibson's like my brother. Let us pray. Let us pray. All right, so let me get back to this now. Let me get back to this. Got to get back to it because I'm trying to get down. I'm trying to get down to it. All right, so just got a text message, 713-981. AJ, you ain't got nothing else to do but talk about us Cowboy fans? Yeah, I do. But because y'all Cowboy fans ain't saying nothing and haven't had nothing to say in a minute, yeah, I'm talking about y'all. I'm just checking in to make sure y'all are right. All right, let me get to some other games. I'm real interested to see how the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers do on week one. The Jets go to Carolina to take on the Panthers. Now you got the quarterback that they kicked out of New York taking on the quarterback that they took too high in New York. So it is a lot of drama. It will be an East Coast soap opera because the team that kicked their quarterback out of New York will be coming into Carolina where that quarterback is, and they will be playing with a quarterback that they took too high in New York. Now, I'm a Robert Sela fan. Robert, I'm a fan of his. He's a very impassionate dude. He's all engaged and all that. Question is, can he coach as the head man in charge, and can he win with the young man that they took at quarterback out of Stanford? It's a big difference between Brigham Young. I'm sorry, BYU. Big difference between BYU and it's the Meadowlands in New Jersey, but it's New York. It's the New York media. And I just don't know. Fortunately for them, they're playing Carolina. And Carolina is, But here's what I expect to have happen. I expect Sam Darnold to play the game of his life. And everybody has Everybody has one of those games. Scott Mitchell, way back when, look him up. He had a game of his life and parlayed it into a big-time contract. There are dudes that get out there and they just, Mike Glennon probably had a game of his life, and that's why he was able to steal money from Tampa. He was able to steal money from the Bears. He's somebody's backup quarterback right now. You know, everybody has the game of their life, and I expect Sam Darnold to have the game of his life. I expect him to outplay the kid from BYU. I expect the Jets to still look like, act like, smell like the New York Jets. You know, Carolina has had some measure of success. The Jets, not so much. Carolina at home, I've got Sam Darnold and the Panthers winning that one. All right, now this one's going to be a good one. Arizona at Tennessee. Arizona, the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, Nim. J.J. Watt, Nim. DeAndre Hopkins, Nim. Larry Fitzgerald, Nim. But Tennessee is good. All right, you say what you want to say. Tennessee is the cream of the crop of the AFC South. It is no longer the Houston Texans. It is definitely not the Indianapolis Colts or the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the Tennessee Titans. Arizona at Tennessee. This might be the year that I owe Ryan Tannehill an apology. Might be. And Derrick Henry is a grown tail man. I've seen Derrick Henry workout videos where he's standing on one of those workout balls, and people are trying to push him. He's on one leg, and he's on one of those little flexible balls, and people are trying to push him off, and Derrick Henry is stiff-arming them, pushing them off of him. He's not losing his balance. They're losing theirs. That's a grown man. Derrick Henry has made more mamas call and see if their babies are all right. Baby, you all right? Why you calling me, mama? I just saw that man knock you into next week. You okay? I'm all right, mama. He sure hit you pretty hard. Can you tell somebody on him? He don't need to be hitting my baby. Mama, get off the phone. All right, I just want to make sure you all right. Are you all right? Mama. Okay, all right, bye, baby. Derrick Henry has made more people have their mama call them and see if they all right. And I don't expect this to be any different. Tennessee's defense is not bad. Tennessee's got some young, ready to explode wide receivers, tight ends. Tennessee is going to be solid. Mark that one, circle that team, Tennessee, and watch where they end up in the AFC. Tennessee might be this year's Cleveland, where they might take another step that they haven't taken in a while. You know, Tennessee's been to the AFC Championship game. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Tennessee gets past that. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. All right. So then you've got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Washington football team. Yesterday, Todd Malcolm made a statement that there's a reason why Russell Westbrook is in Washington. Now, mind you, he didn't know that it was because of trade and money and all of that. You know, he was trying to make it seem like Russell Westbrook wasn't all that, and therefore Washington was the only team that wanted him. That was not the case. This is the case with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick is a dude that there is a reason why almost every other year he's on another team. Remember when Ryan Fitzpatrick was the dude in Buffalo and they gave him franchise quarterback money? Remember when Ryan Fitzpatrick was a dude in Houston? They didn't give him franchise quarterback money because, you know, they just ain't never had that. But check out how many different teams Ryan Fitzpatrick has been to since then. He was the man in Tampa. What happened? He was the man somewhere else. What happened? There is no way in the world that Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to all of a sudden be this amazing quarterback in the NFL that's going to just start dominating like he's never dominated before. It's just not going to happen. Serviceable, yes. Journeyman, yes. But, the next Patrick Mahomes, no. No. So, that being said, even though his name is not pronounced correctly, Justin Herbert, it should be Hebert, bro. But the question is going to be whether or not he comes into a sophomore slump or whether he plays like he did last season. That's the only question to be determined in that one right there. That's the only question that needs to be determined in that one right there. Is Justin Herbert going to be able to ball out like he did last year? If so, that's all Chargers. That's all the LA Chargers. I know y'all got all excited about Washington at the end of the season and how they played Tampa and all that kind of stuff, but I got news for you. That was last year. This is this year. Now, I will say this. Washington's defense is going to be a problem for everybody that they play. But Ryan Fitzpatrick at quarterback ain't going to be a problem for anybody that they play. It's just not. Let's just be real. Let's just keep it real and leave it there. Yeah, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. All right, I got to get ready to get this first hour on the books, get the second hour underway. Last night, the Mavs were no match for Memphis. They lost 133-104. Luka had a night I've never seen before. He finished with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Now, the Mavericks are going to host New Orleans tonight at 8 with a chance to clinch at least the number 6 spot in the Western Conference. So we'll see how that goes. The Spurs are going to visit the Nets tonight with a chance to clinch a spot in the play-in bracket of the playoffs. That'll tip off at 7 o'clock. James Harden is expected to be back tonight, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Rockets are going to visit the Lakers. That'll be tonight at 9:30. LA beat the New York Knicks 101-99 in overtime last night to try and keep their hopes alive for getting out of the play-in bracket. All right, San Francisco beat the Rangers 4-2 yesterday. The Rangers have the night off, and then they visit the Astros tomorrow at 7:10. The Astros scored 4 runs in the 8th inning to beat the Angels 5-1. Same 2 teams this evening at 7:10. And as we've been talking about it, the NFL is going to release the full 17-game schedule tonight, 7 o'clock Central on the NFL Network. But we're talking about week 1, and we'll do that more when we come back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
The legendary 1140 AM KYOK Conroe and 92.3 FM K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
Ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house.
When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's going to be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready. I'm going
in the heat of football. Yeah, 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 yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. So much crying from him. He's a man. He can be hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. I don't do it. I don't do it. It's a wrap. Game over.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. Number 1, all hands are on deck in support of civil rights attorney Kristen Clarke. Although the Senate Judiciary Committee is expected to vote this week, the nomination is still in limbo to lead the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice. The far right has thrown false claim after false claim at Ms. Clarke in ridiculous efforts to make something stick. Check out today's newsletter to find out how you can get Kristen Clarke confirmed to the Department of Justice. Number 2, as the Biden administration prepares to roll out its extensive and expensive infrastructure plan, a major fuel pipeline was shut down after a cyber attack last Friday. Officials said Monday the Colonial Pipeline, which runs from Houston to New Jersey, was hacked by a group known as DarkSide, a criminal ransomware group which operates mostly out of Russia. The pipeline reaches 50 million Americans on the East Coast and several major airports, including Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta. Yep, the busiest airport in the world. Number 3, the Food and Drug Administration approved Pfizer and BioNTech's emergency use request to allow their vaccine to be given to kids ages 12 to 15, enabling more schools to reopen fully in person this fall. Despite the news, parents remain reluctant about vaccinating their children. According to a survey by the Kaiser Family Foundation, less than a third of parents say they'd let their child get the COVID-19 vaccine immediately if it were available. Number 4, the year was 1885. Howard Cooper, a 15-year-old black child, was hung from a tree by a mob of white men in Maryland for a rape conviction that an all-white jury reached within minutes. 136 years later, Maryland's Governor Larry Hogan has signed an order posthumously pardoning Cooper for a crime for which he was denied legal due process against the allegations. The pardon ceremony took place next to the former jailhouse where Cooper was dragged from and hung before his lawyers could file an appeal on the charges. Number 5, investors may have the chance to capitalize on music downloads in a new, innovative way, with the popularity of platforms like Apple Music and Spotify dominating streaming. Swiss Asia Holding is attempting to raise $100 million for securities linked to royalties generated from song rights. Investors looking to diversify their portfolio see these music royalty notes as an opportunity to buy into alternative assets that aren't connected to the broader market volatility. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Good energy fuels the mind and body. So inhale that good energy, exhale the bad. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with Myra J. and Stephen Hill as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and Black Voters Matter. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM, and streaming live on KYOKradio.org. I'm AJ Jones, and this is hour number 2 of the show. Let's see. Willie Gibson chimed in. Brown's schedule is starting to leak. At KC, week 1. They're going to lose that one. Week 7, Thursday night at home versus Denver. They'll win that one. And then at Green Bay, Christmas Day. They'll lose that one, depending upon who's quarterback for Green Bay. And then week 17 at Pittsburgh Monday night. All depends on what the playoff rankings are. If Pittsburgh's already locked in, Cleveland's already locked in. We get this fake outrage where, oh, God, I can't believe they're resting players. That's just a shame. What about the fans? What about the fans? Stop. Just please quit. They haven't cared before now. They're not going to care, right now. And you're not going to do anything about it. You're not going to stop going. You're not going to stop buying NFL gear. You're not going to stop doing any of that. So just please stop. Stop with the fake outrage. All right? All right. So, just like, oh, I can't believe Tim Tebow is coming back to he's coming back. His former coach is the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He done found a way to get him in. And if you think he's only going to play tight end, well, get ready to be upset even more because he's going to play. I said he's going to be at the quarterback spot at least 5 times in the season opener versus Houston. Heck, if I was the head coach of Jacksonville and I'm playing Houston week 1 with that defense that they kind of had last year, I'd have Tebow and Trevor Lawrence in the backfield at the same time. You wouldn't know who was about to get the snap and what they were going to do with it. So I love Lovie Smith, but man, you talk about got a job on his hands, Lovie Smith. Dan Quinn in Dallas and Lovie Smith in Houston. The Texas professional NFL defenses need help. In the words of the Beatles, help! I need somebody help. So anyway, thanks for sharing that, Willie. I was going to get to those late games, the 3:25, 4:25 games in a minute. So we've been going down the week 1 release of the NFL schedules. Again, the NFL can't hold cold water. They're like a broke refrigerator, can't hold cold water. Everybody's schedule is being leaked. So anyway, let me get to that one that Willie was talking about, the Cleveland Browns at Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes had off-season toe surgery. That toe that had him limping in the Super Bowl, he had off-season surgery. And according to the general manager of the Kansas City Chiefs, he is either on or ahead of schedule. They don't think that he'll have any problem being ready week 1, 3:25 Central, 4:25 Eastern to take on the Cleveland Browns. No problem at all. If Patrick Mahomes does play, Cleveland does what Baltimore did. Kansas City does what Baltimore did to Cleveland week 1 last year. Beat the snot out of them. Yeah. Yes. Cleveland. I know y'all got your Davion Clowney. I know y'all got Myles Garrett. I know your defense is solid. But something about high-powered offenses week 1 versus Cleveland. I'm not saying that y'all are going to be trash. I'm not saying that Cleveland's going to be trash. Cleveland's probably going to win 10, 11 games again, if not more. I'm just talking about week 1. If Patrick Mahomes plays, Cleveland loses by 10 or more. Write it down. If you don't agree with me, don't. Write it down, and when it comes to pass, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Hey, CJ, big shout out to you. All right, so the other mid-afternoon game, you got the Miami Dolphins at New England. Miami at New England. This is the year for Miami to legitimately turn the corner. Tua Tagovailoa had his first year really kind of came in the middle of the year, and folks didn't believe in him, and he didn't work hard. Now I can't stand anonymous sources. Can't stand them. Put your name on it or hush. But anyway, Tua full season as the starter in Miami. And if I'm not mistaken, Jacoby Brissett is down there in Miami as well. So Tua better play well because Jacoby can get the job done. I say all that to say, I think Miami's going to be better than a lot of people think. Everybody's kind of like, oh, yeah, it's Buffalo, it's New England, then Miami, and then the Jets. I don't know. Slow down on that one. This might be the year Miami turns the corner because I believe in Brian Flores. I believe in Brian Flores. That dude is a dude I'd like to play for. So, that being said, Miami winning in New England, if they do that, I know it's week 1, baby, that's a big win. I don't care what nobody says. Winning in New England and you're Miami, that's big. Again, Cam Newton back in New England for the second time, a little more comfortable, not COVID hangover. It's going to be a good game. I'm going with Miami with the upset. Be right back right after this on the lunch break.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 a.m., 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hey everyone, it's Michelle Obama, and I wanted to let you know that Barack and I couldn't be more thrilled that we got our COVID-19 vaccine. This is a deadly disease, and we know the vaccine will protect us from getting really sick. It's how we'll start getting back to seeing friends and family and doing all those things we love again. So I hope you'll join me, Barack, and millions of others around the country and get your vaccine as soon as it's available to you. It's safe, it's free, and it could save your life or the life of someone you love. To learn more, just go to cdc.gov/coronavirus. I know it's been a long, hard year, but we can beat back this pandemic. With your help, we can do this.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hi, this is TJ from South Park. I listen to the lunch break with AJ Jones on 1140 AM and 92.3 FM.
All right, thank you there, TJ. Appreciate you. Big shout out to South Park. Got a lot going on over there at South Park. And, that's an area that's near and dear to my heart. They've got some great marching bands over there, too, at Sterling High School. And, I love it. All right, so hold on. I got to get this one on. Yeah, a good friend of mine is not going to be happy about this one, but I got to get this marching band on because they're legit, too. They're legit, too. Let me get them queued up. Hold on. I done something. I hate when I touch too many buttons. All right, I think I got it here. That's Bethune-Cookman. Song entitled Vice Versa.
Jumping back, receive the Bethune kickoff. Number 6, Ja'Cory Hamilton. Number 34, Chris Mule. Kicking off for Bethune-Cookman. Number 39, Hurd.
Yeah, I like the announcer stuff too. And then all they say is, yep. Thank you for those who sent me that Bethune-Cookman clip over. Had to get that one in as well. If you got a marching band that you want me to spotlight from an HBCU, get it to me, aj@kyoksports.com, aj@kyoksports.com, or you can text it to me. If it's an MP3, you can text it to me, or a link. You can send me a link. 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005 on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. All right, so I'm trying to get to the other games. Week 1. Minnesota at Cincinnati. let me go ahead and say this. Kirk Cousins will not finish the season as the starter for Minnesota, and it won't be because of injury. Kirk Cousins will not finish the season as the starter for Minnesota, and it won't be because of injury. Keith Hennig said, will somebody please send in the Grambling marching band, please? Keith, I'm with you. I need more Grambling. I don't think I even have any Grambling. Somebody send it in. Send it in, big man. Send it in. But anyway, Kirk Cousins' days in Minnesota were numbered when one of the commissioners or assistant commissioner or vice president or whatever said, and with the next pick, the Minnesota Vikings select Kellen Mond, quarterback, Texas A&M. That is the future of Minnesota quarterbacks right there. And I believe Kellen Mond might not show it week 1, might not show it week 2, might not show it week 3, but before the end of the season, Kellen Mond will be the starting quarterback of Minnesota. I could be wrong. I doubt it, but I'm just saying. Minnesota at Cincinnati. If Joe Burrow is healthy and they have made some adjustments to the offensive line and the defense, that offensive line gives Joe more time and that defense puts pressure on Kirk Cousins, Cincinnati wins that game. If not, Minnesota wins a game that they're supposed to win. I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say Cincinnati gets the upset win at home. San Francisco at Detroit. Lions fans out there, I don't know if y'all are listening. I don't know if I've got y'all tuned in and listening to me, but your season is going to be abysmal. I know Jared Goff, woohoo. I know you got your new head coach, woohoo. I know you got a brother for a general manager. He ain't playing offense or defense. To me, Detroit's got a chance to have the worst record in the NFL. Detroit this year might be the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's either going to be Detroit or Houston. It's either going to be Detroit or Houston. Write it down. All right, let me get off of that one. That's going to be San Francisco killing the Lions. In fact, we need to get San Francisco to try and find that tiger that's still missing in Houston. All right, Philadelphia at Atlanta. Man, Jalen Hurts is going to run wild and throw for 250, almost 300 against the Falcons in Atlanta. Jalen Hurts is going to play in Atlanta like that's his house. Whose house? Jalen's. I'm not saying the Falcons are going to have a bad year, but Jalen Hurts has something to prove and a chip on his shoulder. And, oh, yeah, by the way, Philadelphia is going to be pretty good this year. They're going to beat the Falcons in Atlanta. Seattle at Indianapolis. I know everybody is excited about Indianapolis. You know, Phillip Rivers has retired. They brought in Carson Wentz, and that is, you know, Frank Reich's dude. He had Carson playing at an MVP level in Philadelphia. Just because something was doesn't mean it will be again. Anybody ever tried to go back to an old relationship thinking that you can make it better or you can relive what it was and it just don't quite add up? This Carson Wentz thing in Indianapolis, listen. Seattle is still Seattle. Russell Wilson is still Russell Wilson. He too will have something to prove because of all the nonsense that went on this offseason. Seattle's going to win that one by 10 or more. Denver Broncos at New York Giants. Again, everybody's all excited about New York and Daniel Jones and Joe Judge and Saquon Barkley's supposed to be back, and everybody gave Dave Gettleman all this credit for the draft and all that. They still the Giants. let me quit playing. I really think Denver, Drew Lock trying to hold on to his job. They try to trade everybody for Drew Lock. Like, we'll give you Drew Lock and nothing if you just take him. I got Denver beating the Giants in that one. And then Green Bay Packers at New Orleans, depending upon who the quarterback is for Green Bay. I think either quarterback for the Saints could beat the Packers if Aaron Rodgers is not the quarterback. If it's Aaron Rodgers might throw for 450. Aaron Rodgers might throw for 450, given everything he went through this offseason. So I'm going to go Saints over the Packers if Aaron Rodgers is not playing. If Rodgers is playing, I got the Packers over my Saints in New Orleans. I got another quick break. Be right back right after this.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211, conveniently located on the north side.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio stations in one.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. You've got to remember to do your testing, and you always need to be sticking your fingers. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time
Keith, somebody heard your request.
painful finger pricks. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call U.S. Medical Supply today for a free benefits check. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill Medicare or your insurance directly. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. That's 800-633-1378.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM at KYOKradio.org.
When Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick went to the Capitol, he took an old friend, Jim Crow. Now old Jim Crow sits on Patrick's shoulder, calling the shots for Patrick and Governor Greg Abbott and Speaker Dade Phelan. They are pushing racist Jim Crow-style voting laws that steal our rights, prop up white supremacists, and tear down our democracy. They want to turn the clock back, way back to a century ago when Jim Crow and white supremacists controlled our lives, ruined our lives, took our lives. They say it's reform and ballot security, but we know better. It's discrimination and racist voter suppression. We won't go back. We won't let Dan Patrick and the racists he walks with steal our votes and destroy our country. Call 512-463-0001. Tell Dan Patrick to get Jim Crow off his shoulder and end his racist attacks on Texas. Paid for by the Texas Justice and Education Fund.
Hi, this is Sonia from Southeast Houston, and you're listening to The Lunch Break on 92.3 and KYOK.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It is our Winning Wednesday. And Keith requested Grambling State. Somebody sent it in. Here you go, Keith. That's called You on You. And Keith, I did it for you. In fact, I got a few Grambling State University videos that are coming in now, so I'll hit a couple of those. But yeah, that was pretty good. I like that. Right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. All right, let me get to these real quick because I got to tell you who's going to win each division as well. All right, the Chicago Bears on Sunday night are going to take on the Rams on Sunday Night Football. And my question is going to be, is it going to be Justin Fields or Andy Dalton? If Chicago goes out there with Andy Dalton, which I believe that they will, Rams, because Matthew Stafford doesn't have to do everything he did in Detroit. That defense in LA is good enough to keep Andy Dalton being Andy Dalton. And I know I'm down in Andy Dalton territory. I know he tore it up over at Katy. I know he got it in at TCU. But let me tell you something. Look at his career in the NFL. Mediocre. Another mediocre production. Cowboy fans, one of the reasons why y'all were horrible last year is because y'all had to transition from Dak Prescott to Andy Dalton as a starter. Oh, but Andy got hurt. Baby, if Andy had been Iron Man, he still would have played like Andy Dalton. I'm just saying. So we'll see. Bears, if they go with Justin Fields, then it's X Factor. It's X Factor. It's Lauryn Hill. It's X Factor. But if they go with Andy Dalton, Rams all day, every day. All right, so there. Those are your week one matchups. That's what I got. Let me see if there's any breaking news. Okay, there are supposedly two games that are going to be in overseas. The London is going to host the Jets and the Falcons, and the Dolphins versus the Jaguars in international games. So Jets and Falcons will go over, and Dolphins and Jaguars. I don't know if the Jaguars are still thinking about making London their home now that they actually got a couple of people that will be drawing seats in the behinds in the seats in Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence is going to have that stadium full, and Tim Tebow in Jacksonville, whether he can play or not, there are going to be people out there. Folks are going to come to the games because of Tim Tebow. You don't have to like it. In fact, I appreciate Garrick Jones for getting my head right on it. It's business, man. It's dollars and cents. So, there we go. All right, let me get to these divisions. Can I get to the divisions? Let me get to the divisions. Hold on. I got a request. Bro, can we get the PVAMU marching storm? And the Cowboys will beat the Bucks, by the way. And I ain't laughing at Prairie View. Cowboy fans, y'all ain't about that life no more. They need to snatch that star off y'all's helmet and make y'all play for it. Like how Ohio State puts those Buckeyes on the back of the helmet for good plays? They ought to snatch the star off of both sides of the Cowboy helmet, and only the players that play like something get their stars back. So if they play good one game, you put a star on the left side. If they play good in another game, you put the star on the right side. And if they play good all season, they get to keep them. You have a lot of people out there with no stars on their helmets. Cowboy fans, I'm coming for y'all today. I don't know why. Y'all ain't do nothing to me, but I just feel like y'all done got soft. Y'all used to be somebody. You used to be able to hold your head up with some pride. Y'all ain't got that no more. Y'all got soft. Cowboy fans, Texan fans talk more noise than y'all do. You got Texan fans talking noise, and their quarterback is about to be a dude named Davis Mills. Y'all got Dak Prescott. Y'all ain't talking no noise. Well, y'all, you know what? I know what it is. Your head coach. Mike McCarthy just doesn't inspire me. When I think Mike McCarthy, I think King of the Hill. You know that cartoon show, King of the Hill? I think King of the Hill. I just feel like you got some middle-aged, older dudes standing around the fence. Somebody, yeah, Bubba, back in the day, you know, we used to dip. It's like, what are you saying? I'm just saying, back in the day, you know, remember back when I was at Green Bay and I won championships? You know, Mike McCarthy tried to come in and be all grown and stuff and talking about the rumors in the locker room. You know, we're not going to deal with rumors now. I'm a man. I'm a grown man. Mike McCarthy, come on. You remind me of King of the Hill. So I get it. I understand. You ain't got much to be proud about. Take your focus off your head coach. He's him. This might be his last year. Focus on your defensive coordinator is probably going to be your next head coach. This is about to be like Wade Phillips and Jason Garrett. You already got your next head coach on your team. They just got him when they got him in the offseason. And I'm not kidding when I say, Cowboy fans, your best offseason acquisition, Dan Quinn. Best off-field acquisition. Best off-season acquisition. I'm saying off-field. But yeah, man, I'm sorry. Y'all ain't hitting on nothing. All right, let me get y'all to these. All right, y'all write this down. Get your pen and paper out. I'm ready to give you some stuff that y'all. I'm ready to give it to you. Y'all ready? Here we go. Let's start with the AFC. AFC East. Last year it was Buffalo 13-3, Miami 10-6, Dolphins 7-9, and the Jets 2-14. This year, number one in the AFC East will be the Buffalo Bills. Number two in the AFC East will be the Miami Dolphins. Number three will be the New England Patriots, and right back where they belong will be the New York Jets. And again, Robert Saleh, I like that dude. Just come on, bro. Like, he has no idea what he done stepped into. Do they still have the same ownership in New York with the Jets that play in New Jersey? Keith Hennick, McCarthy's last year should have been last year. Agreed. Carson Wentz is the future journeyman quarterback. He already is. Yeah. Again, I'm telling you, Scott Mitchell had that one great year, and now everybody swears he's the answer to everything. He is not. Overrated. Carson Wentz. All right, AFC North. Last year, Pittsburgh Steelers 12-4, Baltimore Ravens 11-5, Cleveland Browns 11-5 at third, and Cincinnati Bengals 4-11-1. This year, Pittsburgh Steelers will not win the AFC North. The Baltimore Ravens will. Baltimore will win the AFC North. Pittsburgh will be number 2. Cleveland will be a very close number 3 and will make the playoffs again. And Cincinnati will win 7 games, provided Joe Burrow plays in all 17. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati. Write it down. AFC South, last year, Tennessee Titans 11-5, Indianapolis Colts 11-5, Houston Texans 4-12, Jacksonville Jaguars 1-15. Here we go. Tennessee Titans will win the AFC South again. The Indianapolis Colts will not have the same record as Tennessee this year. They will be in second. Jacksonville will be in third, and the Houston Texans will be in last place in the AFC South. No shade at David Culley. No shade at David Culley. Bro, they gave you bad ingredients and told you to make a 5-7 course meal. You're like a Master Chef / Fear Factor. You're trying to cook a Master Chef meal with the guts of a yak. I'm just saying, man. Houston will be in last place in the AFC South. Tennessee will be in first. Colts second. Jaguars third. And Texans last. All right. AFC West. Last year, Kansas City 14-2. Raiders 8-8. Chargers 7-9. And Denver Broncos 5-11. This year, Kansas City Chiefs first, Chargers second, Raiders third, Denver Broncos last place again. Unless Denver finds a way to get Aaron Rodgers before the end of the year. If Aaron Rodgers is in Denver, it will go like this. Kansas City Chiefs first, Denver Broncos second, Chargers third, Raiders dead last. I will say this. John Gruden wins 7 or 8 games this year. John Gruden should be fired this year. It won't happen. Why? Because Mark Davis is the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. John Gruden will win 7 or 8 games this year and should be fired, but because the team has underperformed since he and Mike Mayock have taken over. All the potential in the world. Everybody swears they have great drafts and great players and this, that, and the other. And they've underperformed. So guess what? It should be his last year. Mayock should be his last year. But because Mark Davis, who is the Dan Snyder of the NFL, of the AFC, it's not going to happen. Raiders come in last if Aaron Rodgers goes to Denver. All right, got to take a break. When I come back, I'll go through the NFC. We'll do that next right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM. Oh, yeah, by the way, before it's over, I'm going to give you my AFC champ and NFC champs. All right, we'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
If your loved one has passed away due to COVID-19, pay close attention to this message. You could be entitled to a death benefit of over $300,000. The U.S. government has set up a fund to pay families relief if they've lost a loved one due to COVID-19. We know this is a hard time for you, and this fund has been set up by the federal government to help ease your pain. The compensation includes a death benefit and lost wages benefit. Time is limited, so we urge you to make a free phone call right now. There's no cost to you for this claim. All legal fees are only covered once you receive your money. So if you've lost a loved one due to COVID-19, call the legal helpline right now to find out if you qualify for a cash award. Here's our number, 800-876-7047. 800-876-7047. 800-876-7047. That's 800-876-7047. Paid for by the IPG Law Group. Lunch break on the legendary.
Governor Dan Patrick went to the Capitol, he took an old friend, Jim Crow. Now old Jim Crow sits on Patrick's shoulder, calling the shots for Patrick and Governor Greg Abbott and Speaker Dade Phelan. They are pushing racist Jim Crow-style voting laws that steal our rights, prop up white supremacists, and tear down our democracy. They want to turn the clock back, way back to a century ago when Jim Crow and white supremacists controlled our lives, ruined our lives, took our lives. They say it's reform and ballot security, but we know better. It's discrimination and racist voter suppression. We won't go back. We won't let Dan Patrick and the racists he walks with steal our votes and destroy our country. Call 512-463-0001. Tell Dan Patrick to get Jim Crow off his shoulder and end his racist attacks on Texas. Paid for by the Texas Justice and Education Fund.
Hey, what's going on? This is Lecrae, and right now you're listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM. It is our Winning Wednesday, trying to get you some more HBCU music. Grambling State says, I'm your baby tonight. Cowboy fans, y'all ain't my baby today. I don't know why I'm on y'all today, but I'm on y'all today. Come on, Grambling. We're highlighting HBCU marching bands. So if you got one that you want to send in, you can do it. You can send it aj@kyoksports.com, or you can send me the link at 832-403-5005. Big Time Floyd. Hello, AJ and the Breakers. Why would anyone be surprised of opening night matchup between the Cowboys versus the Bucks? Why the early hate bashing of boys who haven't won the big one since 1995? The team is destined to make a statement in 2021. Stay tuned. First of all, thank you for the history lesson, because a lot of folks didn't know the last time the boys won something. And nothing wrong with a history class. 1995, some of y'all wasn't even born. 1995, some of y'all wasn't even allowed to touch the stove. 1995, some of y'all weren't allowed to go outside by yourself. 1995, some of y'all needed help changing your diapers. That's how long it's been since Cowboy fans have been able to brag about something significant. That being said, Cowboy fans, they don't make them like they used to. Y'all used to be something to deal with, man. I used to hold my head like, oh my gosh, these Cowboy fans, y'all not like that no more. What happened? I remember when Cowboy fans could be 3 and something, and they would talk like they were something and 3. And now y'all just, oh, well, we'll be back next year. Next year. Heavenly Hughes, oh my gosh, Heavenly. I almost feel bad because, Heavenly, you are one of the real ones, Heavenly. You are. You are one of the real ones. And Heavenly say, why when I get on, I have to hear my loved one, AJ, talking about my boys? Because, Heavenly, they don't make Cowboy fans like you are. No more. You a real one. These new ones, I don't know, Heavenly. They ain't made like you. You certified. You dealer certified. Them, you better buy the extended warranty on these new Cowboy fans, because they jump ship quick. They get quiet fast. They be like, oh, well. Cowboy fans used to be quick-witted. Cowboy fans used to come back with a vengeance. Cowboy fans would clap back at you like, make you think you were wrong. But these new Cowboy fans, can I tell you who the new Cowboy fans are? Kansas City fans. Kansas City picked up a lot of old Cowboy fans, of these new Cowboy fans. Because the new Cowboy fans ain't loyal. I'm just telling you, man, Cowboy fans ain't what they used to be. Heavenly, you're a real one. Keith Hennig, Jerry Jones happened, the end. Real Cowboy fans have looked past Jerry Jones. Real Cowboy fans were still with it when Tony Romo retired. Real Cowboy fans was like, man, I don't care if it's Jason Garrett or whoever. They was just the real deal. Not no more. These new Cowboy fans are rooting for Kansas City, Tampa. Just saying. Like, where were all those Golden State Warrior fans at that was out there when they was the Splash Brothers? Where they go? You see what I'm saying? You get my point? Laker fans didn't come back. Laker fans are back. Where all them Golden State fans go? What happened to all those Cleveland fans? Remember the Cleveland fans? Oh, well, LeBron just didn't have nobody. Where they at? They don't make them like they used to. Heavenly said, hilarious. KC fans. I'm telling you, these new Cowboy fans will hide under another team with a winning record. The old Cowboy fans, I don't mean old like in prehistoric. I mean like the real ones. The ones that take a licking but keep on ticking. They like a dying breed, man. They almost like we got to go to a museum and see them. If I'm Jerry Jones, I move the organization back to Valley Ranch. If I'm Jerry, I'm like, man, forget all this new stuff. Y'all ain't playing like you used to play when we had the old stuff. We going back to Valley Ranch. I'm moving back in Valley Ranch. I don't know if I would even turn the lights or the hot water on. You just have to bathe in the cold water in the dark until they win something. Again. Cowboy fans, come on. Go back to the old stadium. Don't play in that old fancy stadium. They ain't done nothing since they've been in that fancy stadium. Go back in that stadium where you got part shade on the field and part sunlight, all in the same game. Go back to that one, where they was knocking dudes off the star. Cowboys and their fans need to go back to the good old days. All right, so let me get to the rest of these standings. All right, I said I was going to do the AFC and the NFC. I got people just laughing at me, just laughing. I'm just telling you, man. I don't know why I'm on the Cowboy fans. I'm just trying to help somebody. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. Cowboy fans. Y'all gonna thank me after this is over. Heavenly Hughes said, enough is enough. Hashtag them boys. Say they name, them boys. Oh, somebody called me. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
AJ Jones. Hey, man, this is Cowboy Craig. I'm so excited and choked up about what you're talking about today. We're right where we always been.
Where's that, Cowboy Craig? Where y'all always been?
Where we always been, right here on top of our own world. I mean, the true ones, man. I lost friends because man, I hear the same thing this y'all year. Every year is our year. If you're a true Cowboy fan, I mean, I don't know about these Fairweather fellas, but hey, man, I preach it every year. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Why do you suit up if you don't think you're gonna win the Super Bowl?
That's my point, Cowboy Craig. See, Cowboy Craig. You and Heavenly Hughes and Big Time Floyd, they don't make them like they made y'all. Y'all at 3-13, y'all still think y'all got a chance to win it all. You know, you just didn't do it that year. I understand.
That's it, man. I don't know. Hey, anybody that's not talking about winning the Super Bowl, they're not a true fan to whoever their team are. I live here in Houston.
Come on, man.
I live here. I want to root for the home team, but they don't have a team. That's an organization. Man, the Cowboys is a team, and we're going to win and whatever. We're still a team. We're still going to talk that talk. That's why, they name Jerry. That's why I come for Jerry. Jerry talk that talk every year like he's been on top. And you ain't won nothing since 87.
Cowboy Craig, I'm so glad you called, man, because it's good to just talk with a good old-fashioned Cowboy fan who will talk that. Cowboy, Craig, you was a flamethrower. You said that team here in town, they ain't got no team, they just got an organization. Boy, that right there will preach right there.
That's it. That's it, Doc. That's it, man. That's it, brother. You know, hey, I gotta call it like I see it, man. It runs through my veins, man. After Jesus Christ, my wife and family, Cowboys.
Man, Cowboy Craig, you know, brother, the show today is in your honor. The internet is yours. This is your world, bro. This is your world. He said, after Jesus Christ, my wife, my kids, Cowboys. I love you, man. I love it. Keep doing it, Cowboy Craig.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon. Good call right there. He saved the day for all you Cowboy fans. Cowboy Craig and Heavenly Hughes and Big Time Floyd saved the day for the Cowboy fans. Heavenly, I'm going to do what you say. Heavenly Hughes says, say their name. Hashtag them boys. All these fair weather Cowboy fans. Where y'all at? Cowboy fans, your team should be like your little brother or your twin sister. What you talking about, AJ? I can fight with them, but don't you say nothing about them. You mess around and jump in on a fight between me and my sister or me and my brother, and we'll end up beating you up. Talk about your team if you want to talk about. Talk about the owner if you want to talk about. Talk about Dak like he stole something. But don't let nobody else talk about your team. You better get on them. Oh, I'm going to stop. Okay, let me do these NFC real quick. All right, last season, NFC East, Washington football team 7-9, Giants 6-10, Cowboys 6-10, Eagles 4-11-1. This year, you ready? Eagles will win the NFC East. Cowboys will be second. Washington will be third. And the New York Giants will be back where they belong, in the bottom. Write it down. NFC North, last year, Packers 13-3, Bears 8-8, Vikings 7-9, Lions 5-11. This year, assuming Aaron Rodgers goes back to the Packers, Packers are in first, Bears are in second, Vikings are in third, and Lions might have a chance for the first pick in the NFL draft. NFC South last year, Saints 12-4, Buccaneers 11-5, Panthers 5-11, Falcons 4-12. This year, Tampa Bay Buccaneers will win the NFC South. Saints will be second, Falcons will be third, and the Sam Darnold-led Carolina Panthers will be dead last. NFC West, last year, Seattle Seahawks 12-4, Rams 10-6, Cardinals 8-8, 49ers 6-10. This year, Seattle Seahawks first place, San Francisco 49ers second place, the Arizona Cardinals third place, and the Rams will be dead last. The team that will win the AFC this year, the Kansas City Chiefs. They will play in the AFC Championship game versus the Tennessee Titans. The NFC Championship team will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They will play in the NFC Championship game versus the Seattle Seahawks. There you go. I'll give you my Super Bowl champ on Friday, not tomorrow, on Friday. I talk it and I walk it. And both of them look the same. All right, I got to go. Sybil Wilkes up next. She's going to give you her COVID update, what you need to know today. Donnie McClurkin after that with the Donnie McClurkin Show. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. Number 1, all hands are on deck in support of civil rights attorney Kristen Clark. Although the Senate Judiciary Committee is expected to vote this week, the nomination is still in limbo to lead the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice. The
far right has thrown false claim after false claim at Ms. Clark in ridiculous efforts to make something stick. Check out today's newsletter to find out how you can get Kristen Clark confirmed to the Department of Justice. Number 2, as the Biden administration prepares to roll out its extensive and expensive infrastructure plan, a major fuel pipeline was shut down after a cyber attack last Friday. Officials said Monday the Colonial Pipeline, which runs from Houston to New Jersey, was hacked by a group known as DarkSide, a criminal ransomware group which operates mostly out of Russia. Pipeline reaches 50 million Americans on the East Coast and several major airports, including Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta. Yep, the busiest airport in the world. Number 3, the Food and Drug Administration approved Pfizer and BioNTech's emergency use request to allow their vaccine to be given to kids ages 12 to 15, enabling more schools to reopen fully in person this fall. Despite the news, parents remain reluctant about vaccinating their children. According to a survey by the Kaiser Family Foundation, less than a third of parents say they'd let their child get the COVID-19 vaccine immediately if it were available. Number 4, the year was 1885. Howard Cooper, a 15-year-old black child, was hung from a tree by a mob of white men in Maryland for a rape conviction that an all-white jury reached within minutes. 136 years later, Maryland's Governor Larry Hogan has signed an order posthumously pardoning Cooper for a crime for which he was denied legal due process against the allegations. The pardon ceremony took place next to the former jailhouse where Cooper was dragged from and hung before his lawyers could file an appeal on the charges. Number 5, investors may have the chance to capitalize on music downloads in a new, innovative way, with the popularity of platforms like Apple Music and Spotify dominating streaming. Swiss Asia Holding is attempting to raise $100 million for securities linked to royalties generated from song rights. Investors looking to diversify their portfolios see these music royalty notes as an opportunity to buy into alternative assets that aren't connected to the broader market volatility. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Good energy fuels the mind and body. So inhale that good energy, exhale the bad. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with Myra J. and Stephen Hill as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and Black Voters Matter. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit
1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
Oh, come on, somebody shout!
All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Hope y'all enjoyed the new camera angle. I think it's a lot clearer, so I like it. But as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Wear your mask where you're supposed to. Wash your hands like you're supposed to. Be sensitive to people around you. Give them their distance. And when you see that racism, kill it. Not the person or the people, but the racism. We can do it, but you got to do it. All right? All right, y'all. I love you. Take care. Talk to you tomorrow.